Today we want to welcome Lindsay Howell with Move Weight Management Program to the Daytime Kitchen. So, Lindsay, thank you for being here today. What have you got going for us today?
Yeah, so we have a lot of fun things. I'm here to talk with you guys about National Nutrition Month.
Yes.
We celebrate it every single March, just kind of talking about what nutrition can do for our bodies. And this year's theme is Fuel for the Future. So my recipes are for the most important future, our kiddos.
Exactly.
So thinking about recipes that our kiddos may like, and then also we'll talk about some Move as well.
All right.
But our first recipe here, I don't know what screams more of a kid-friendly, item than chicken nuggets.
I think chicken nuggets are like a universal, everybody's got to have some at some point.
Absolutely. So both parents, kids are going to love this recipe. It's full of a lot of nutrition as well. So we've got a pound of ground chicken. You can also use ground turkey.
Yes.
That's going to provide us with some lean protein, which is really nice. It keeps us satisfied, maybe so our kids aren't asking for a million different snacks throughout the day.
And you got to have some protein in your diet.
And you got to have some protein,
right.
Yeah. So ground chicken or ground turkey, we're using about a pound, and then we've got 1 egg as a binder. That's also, oh goodness.
That's a good egg.
That's a good egg. That's also going to act as not just a protein source, but also an additional binder for us in this recipe. We're going to add in some different spices. So chicken nuggets can tend to be a little bit higher in sodium and salt, and we really want to watch that in our diet for our kids and for ourselves. So we're going to use some spices for flavor. So we've got some garlic powder, not garlic salt, paprika, and some onion powder. We're using just a couple of teaspoons. You can always up it based on your preferences. I personally really love a lot of garlic, so I'm going to use a little bit more garlic in the recipe today.
And remember the garlic powder, because if you go salt, you're adding more sodium.
Exactly, yes sir. So you could use some.
Oh, that smells good.
I know, right? You could also use like fresh garlic if you prefer that, or have that on hand. But it's all up to you. We like to say measure with your heart, but it's just a couple of different teaspoons that you'll be using.
Measure with your heart.
Measure with your heart. And then we have our secret ingredients that we don't normally find in chicken nuggets. And this is this beautiful color here that we're getting from broccoli and carrots. So I've got about a cup of broccoli. You could substitute this out with anything.
Now, has this been cooked?
Yes, and one of my favorite things to use is frozen veggies. It just makes my life as a mom so much easier.
Makes everybody's life.
Throw it in the microwave, you're done. You're going to chop it up. So we've got a cup of broccoli that we're going to throw in, and then we also have about a half a cup of raw carrots.
Raw carrot.
You can buy them shredded or cut them on your own. What we're going to do is mix this together, form our little chicken nugget patties, and then dip them into the breading. Our breading is made up of almond flour with the same exact spices we used before. Almond flour, you don't have to use it. That seems a little bit
What does
fancy.
almond flour do for us?
So it's going to add in some extra protein and fat and lower the carb content of chicken nuggets for our breading. But you could use other flours if you have whole wheat, that's fine. So we're going to mix that together, bread it, and then put it on a parchment lined baking sheet. Throw it in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes at 375, or if you have an air fryer, even better.
Air fryers are wonderful.
I know, they're so nice.
Lindsay, we're going to come back here in a little while. We got some more stuff that you want to show us for National Nutrition Month. Folks, stay with us. We got more daytime coming up. A little later, we're going to be back here in the kitchen.